Ah, hello, and welcome to Survival Tips.
Survival tips!
Survival Tips! Today on Survival Tips, I'm going to show you the necessary tools to survive out here in the wilderness. Now out there, in civilization, that's man's world, and it's governed by man's rules. Jobs, bank accounts, restaurants, police officers, judges, sentencing, mandatory drug and alcohol counseling. But out here, this is good old Mother Nature, and we gotta play by her rules. First thing I like to consider when I come out into the wilderness is what gear did I bring? This is very important. You gotta have a warm hat, some gloves, a jacket, pants, a base layer, which is long johns, warm boots. These babies here are good for 150 degrees negative. I also like to carry a backpack. You can keep stuff in it, all kinds of stuff. It's a very useful piece of gear. In my backpack I like to have a flashlight in case it gets dark out. You can also use it as a signal to signal for help from people. It's good for a weapon like this. I also keep a nice red, white, and blue club. This is very useful. It's good for chopping up food, crushing food. It's good for this kind of a weapon. And in case you encounter another human being or a bear, it's also really good for a throwing weapon like this. Next up is food and shelter, the two essentials to surviving out here in the wilderness. You got to get some food and look around here. There's nothing to eat. There's no food. I don't see a McDonald's around here. It's the middle of winter. There's nothing out here. You can't find anything to eat. So what do? You're going to want to find some shelter. First you want to get your bearings. You got to see where the hell are you. So I would suggest sitting down and relaxing for a minute. But you don't want to get your butt all icy and cold. So you get something like a stick and you brush off all the cold snow. See? Like that. Yep. And now what you have is a chair. So you sit down in your little chair and you think, oh, that's still pretty good. You think, where am I? Well, there's the sun. What am I going to do for food? Well, if you're like me, you brought some food. I always bring emergency energy packets. These are lightweight and they're packed with vitamins, and vitamins are essential when you're out in the wilderness. You just eat them. It's a little tough, but trust me, when your blood sugar really starts to drop, you're going to want to have some vitamins in you, and these are going to save your life. Another good survival food that's easy to bring and real good is Snickers bars. These are great. They're packed with nougat and sugar. Delicious. I like to take a bite and then wrap it back up, because you never know when you're going to run out of food. And this is just emergency provisions. I also like to bring with me coffee. I find the caffeine really helps stimulate my mind out here. I use a thermos, keep it hot. You'll be amazed how hot these suckers keep it. I pour a little bit of coffee like that, and I just I sip it like this. And immediately The caffeine goes right to my bloodstream. And also the warmth, it warms me up. If you're like me, you have a short attention span and you get bored real easy. Well, boredom will kill you out here quicker than the bubonic plague. I find brushing my teeth really helps pass the time. Plus, it's great for oral hygiene. Another activity that is really good and it keeps you warm is climbing a tree. Now, it's important when picking the right tree to climb, you want to pick one that's strong and doesn't have a lot of thorns on it or spikes, because you'll get all spiked up. This one is obviously too small. That looks like a pretty good one. Climbing the tree gives you something to do and gets your mind off the fact that you're trapped down in the middle of the woods. So take off your backpack if you got one, pick the tree, and you want to climb up it. You want to break any of these branches so they don't stab you. And basically what you do is you climb up it. It's great exercise. And you climb up that tree. That one was bad, but this one here might be a good one. This is probably good. Next survival tip I got for you and how to survive in the nature is getting the hell out of nature. You don't want to spend the night here. If you're like me, you're probably going to die. So you want to find a trail or some paths. I see some deer prints over here. I'm going to follow them and hope to find a trail. I'll pray to God to please get me out of this mess that I got myself into, because I don't want to spend the night out here. I'll freeze to death. And you will too. Oh, made it to civilization, back to a road. And a road leads to society. And that's where you want to get to. Now you can walk it if you want, but me, I have a mobile cellular device, and you can call the proper authorities to come pick you up, because you don't know how far you may have gone. You might be real far away. It's hard to tell. So use your phone and call for help. Okay? Just like this. Hey, Ma, come pick me up. Where do you think I am? I'm right where you drop me off. Just come get me. Yeah, give me a large coffee. Of course, yeah, cream and sugar. Yeah, give me a breakfast sandwich. Just hurry up, okay? No, I don't like the sausage. I like the bacon. Just give me the bacon with the pepper cheese. Yes, that's what I want. Bring it.